But first, he is the energetic and vibrant media personality that keeps us laughing with his YouTube channel, OM Kallen, as well as coming into the homes of viewers on The Ellen Show. Joining us now on Inside South Florida is the one and only Kallen Allen. The crowd goes wild.
Well, thank you so much. It's lovely to be here. Jason, how are you?
I'm good, man. We got to stop meeting like this, Kallen. I feel like every time I see you, it's virtually.
It is, and I think the last time I probably saw you in person was at Drag Con, like 2 years ago.
That sounds...
Since then, we've been on lockdown.
I know it sounds about right, but we'll take you any way we can. Kallen, good to see you, man. First of all, congratulations is in order on an incredible accomplishment. Last month, hosting The Ellen Show. Was that not a moment?
Oh, an absolute dream come true. You know, I can honestly say out of everything that I've had the blessing to do so far in my career, that is definitely at number one. That is something I could do every single day.
Well, you were incredible. It was such a joy to watch you. I mean, like I said, what a moment. What did that symbolize and affirm for you, Kallen, in your life and in your career, and also for people of the LGBTQ plus experience?
I think for me, I guess, you know, I come from a theater background and an acting background. And I think for me, a lot of times when I have tried to figure out what I wanted to be in life or what I wanted to do, I always feel like I was only halfway figuring it out. But that was the first time in my life that I've done something and I didn't experience any imposter syndrome. And there were no doubts, there were no fears. I was able to stand fully in it. And I was just like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is where I belong.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it was definitely a moment. I mean, I got to watch the behind the scenes on YouTube as well as watch you actually host the show. And, you know, I'm sure there's probably young Black and brown boys across the country that saw themselves in you and in your accomplishments. And I mean, you have millions of followers across all social media platforms. When you hosted the show, what were some of the conversations that you were having with people that were reaching out in regards to you being on there and what they saw?
You know, for a long time, people very much lived in a space of not really letting me do anything but react to food videos, you know? And so I was nervous that people weren't going to accept me in that space, that they weren't going to believe in me with hosting a show. And the feedback was absolutely amazing. Everybody loved it so much. Everybody said that I was a natural and they hoped that I do it more often. And that just really validated my own feelings and made me feel so much more secure in.
I feel that. Let's talk about personally, Kallen. I know me and you talked at the end of 2020 and you had a shift in your public persona. You wanted to be fully present in who Kallen is after the year we had that was 2020. Civil unrest, racism, the pandemic, so many things. I feel like Kallen forced us to really get real with ourselves. And you did that with Personally Kallen now on YouTube. Tell us about that because we're loving that as well.
Yeah, I think for me, Personally Kallen was a way for people to get to know me on a more personal level, you know, instead of it being so produced and script oriented, it was more so like, here's just me living my life, you know? And so that started to become me doing more blogs, doing motivational things, just talking about my life experiences in general, letting people get a peek into what my day-to-day was. And honestly, I love doing Personally Kallen because it's a lot easier. You know, it just feels like I'm creating relationships with people.
Was there one particular moment that sparked that shift, that pivot, if you will, to create Personally Kallen? Was there something that was just like, wow, I need to do this? Was there one particular moment that happened, Kallen?
Yeah, I think it was definitely during all the recent Black Lives Matter protests that happened over the summer, you know, around Juneteenth time. Sure. I think for me, especially after having so many people come to me from a place of, we just want you to entertain us. That to me was not okay. I was not okay with that because right. I knew that I was more than that. And it was my job to say, no, this is the persona that I'm going to give you and this is what you're going to take.
There you go, there you go. Well, we still have OM Kallen as well, where you're reacting to some crazy food videos. I don't know how you do it, Kallen. I really don't because, I mean, you authentically have these visceral responses to this food and you watch from the beginning till end. And these people come with the most off-the-wall recipes that sometimes, to me, I have to exit the video because they're disgusting. How do you do it?
Well, you know, I think for me, I just enjoy now, I guess, the experience of being able to watch it and knowing that millions of people across the world are going to join me in that humor and that laughter, you know?
Right.
And so I love to be able to critique and look at all these different food combinations to really be in a space of being like, now, you know good and well you're not eating this, you know? And I also find it fun to be able to then go and make the stuff myself and try it out.
A dollop of disgusting. Absolutely not. Just like grandma's. Baby, if grandma bring this to the cookout, honey, she better get excommunicated from the family. She do not belong there. Ooh, you really gonna push that stuff up into the gaps. My God.
What's this fancy ketchup? Them tomatoes imported.
Oh, Jesus. Absolutely not, girl. That's nasty. Girl, you get salmonella, okay? Don't call me when you got medical bills.
And you know, I'm sure you put your own kallen zhuzh on it as well and spice it up a little bit. We got an album from you last Christmas, for Christmas sake, Kallen Allen Experience. We love you vocally, we love your music, we love your vocals. It's all great. What does the future hold for Kallen in music? What does the future hold for Kallen in general?
You know, I think I've started to really figure out how to fly on my own. I think I have done enough of the sitting around and observing and watching and trying to figure it out. I feel like I've been in a cocoon, you know, and I think now I'm ready to spread my wings and fly. And I think that is producing my own things and developing my own projects and just really taking all the resources and the foundation that I have built to be able to build something amazing.
Kallen, we love to see it and cannot wait to see it. Where can they find you on social? Where can they find you and experience everything Kallen Allen?
Well, I make it very easy. You can find me everywhere at the Kallen Allen.